Good morning, viewer. Welcome to our first tip. Here is the breaking news. Yes, the cartel believed responsible for the armed kidnapping last week that killed two American tourists and a Mexican woman in Matamoros, Mexico, issued an apology letter and handed over 5 of their members to local authorities, according to images circulating online and a version of the letter obtained by CNN from an official familiar with the ongoing investigation. The source told CNN that investigators believe the letters to be authentic. The Gulf Cartel apologized to the Society of Matamoros, the relatives of Mrs. Early, and the affected American people and families. Reads the handwritten letters referring to a Mexican woman who was also killed in the shootout. The bodies of the two Americans killed in the kidnapping were delivered Thursday to US diplomatic authorities, according to a Mexican official. Two other American tourists survived the kidnapping. In one of the photos posted online, 5 men can be seen lying face down and restrained on the pavement with their shirts pulled over their face. Uniformed authorities are seen standing over them. The Gulf Cartel Scorpion Group strongly condemns the events of last Friday. The letter continues, referring to a division of the cartel. For this reason, we decided to hand over those directly involved and responsible for the acts who at all times acted under their own determination and in discipline and against the rules in which the Gulf Cartel always operates. CNN cannot confirm the authenticity of the photos and has asked Mexican and US authorities for comment. It is common for Mexican cartels, especially in the northeast of the country, to release messages to the authorities or rival groups in the aftermath of high-profile incidents, according to Guadalupe Correa Cabrera, a professor at George Mason University who studies the cartels. The officials who confirmed the apparent legitimacy of the letter said Mexican and US law enforcement officials investigating the kidnapping strongly doubt the sincerity of the group's apology, but they suspect the apology was issued after the attack brought considerable public attention and scrutiny onto the action of the cartel. The development comes after a local leaders of the Gulf Cartel wanted for past kidnappings was arrested by Mexican authorities in Reynosa, according to a US official briefed on the apprehension. Any connection to last week's armed kidnapping of 4 Americans was unclear, but as CNN has reported, the official believes members of the Gulf Cartel attacked the Americans in Matamoros in a case of mistaken identity. The local cartel leader Ernesto Rivera is also known to have ties to the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, the source said. CNN has reached out to the local prosecutor for more information on the apprehension but has not yet received a response. The bodies of Shahid Woodward and Jindal Brown, the 2 Americans killed in the kidnapping, have been delivered to US diplomatic authorities after 2 survivors of the attack returned to the US for treatment at a hospital. Tamaulipas Attorney General arriving Barros Mujica said in a tweet Thursday, Mexico's forensic studies on the 2 American victims have also concluded. Barros added, the remains of Woodward and Brown likely will be transported to a funeral home in Brownsville, Texas. A US official familiar with the investigation said the repatriation would come 2 days after the bodies were discovered alongside their 2 surviving friends in a house around the Mexican city of Matamoros. Autopsy were completed Wednesday morning in Mexico. An official from the Tamaulipas prosecutor told to the reporter through Mexican authorities have not released causes of death. Second autopsy will be performed in the US, the US official said. The deceased were part of a group 4 friends from South Carolina who had driven Friday into Matamoros. So one of them, Latavia Washington McKee, could undergo a medical procedure. 2 family members told CNN, but their trips was violently interrupted when unidentified gunmen fired on their van, then loaded the Americans into a vehicle and dropped them away, the FBI said. Bien, that's report for SAC TV.